Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stalwart Initiative. And we're back for another look at Tasha's Cauldron of everything. And this time we're going to be taking a look at the magic items, or we're going to start our look at the magic items since we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive. This is going to be a multi-part video because I think there is 47, if I remember correctly, 47 magic items in Tasha's. So let's start taking a look at them. We're going to work through rarity. So we'll go through common and uncommon today. We'll get as far as we can in an appropriate amount of time, and then we'll chug on next video. So let's start off with the first common item, Illuminators Tattoo. Produced in these tattoo attunement sections, these sections that are the same for every tattoo. We're just going to explain those with this one, and then it'll be the same for all of them. So this is a common tattoo produced by a special needle. This magic tattoo features beautiful calligraphy, images of writing implements, and the like. And the tattoo attunement, this goes for all of them. To attune to this item, you hold the needle to your skin where you want the tattoo to appear, pressing the needle there throughout the attunement process. When the attunement is complete, the needle turns into the ink that becomes the tattoo, which appears on the skin. If your attunement to the tattoo ends, the tattoo vanishes and the needle reappears in your space. Pretty cool, huh? So for this one, you get a feature called magical scribing. While this tattoo is on your skin, you can write with your fingertip as if it were an ink pen that never runs out of ink. So that's pretty cool. Also, you get, as an action, you can touch a piece of writing up to 1 page in length and speak a creature's name. The writing becomes invisible to everyone other than you and the named creature for the next 24 hours. Either of you can dismiss the invisibility by touching the script, no action required. Once used, this action can't be used again until the next dawn. So we get our passive ability of the magical scribing, and then we're able to do these secret messages for 24 hours between you and another creature. This is cool because it doesn't say that there is a limit and range between you and the other creature when you use this feature, and also it's reusable. And yeah, very cool. A lot of it's RP implications, but it's great, especially if you don't have if you're not able to write on hand, or if you need to pass a secret message, or DMs, you can use this for your NPCs that they can do it and give secret messages to your players also as well. So very cool. Next up, we have the Masquerade Tattoo. If it loads. Ever. There we go. It's a common tattoo produced by a special needle. This magic tattoo appears on your body as whatever you desire. See, most of these tattoos are limited, or at least guidelined by their rarities. So the rarer that tattoo, the more space it takes up on your body. This, however, the Masquerade Tattoo allows you to readjust your tattoo to pretty much any size and design you wish. Also, the same tattoo attunement, and the first feature here is fluid ink. As a bonus action, you can shape the tattoo into any color or pattern and move it to any area on your skin. Whatever form it takes, it is always obviously a tattoo. It can range in size from no smaller than a copper piece to an intricate work of art that covers all of your skin, which would kind of resemble like a legendary style tattoo. And your second feature is Disguise Self. As an action, you can use the tattoo to cast the Disguise Self spell, DC 13 to discern the disguise. Unfortunately, it doesn't scale with you as the normal spell would. Once the spell is cast from the tattoo, it can't be cast from the tattoo again until the next dawn. Disguise Self is great. So you get 1 free use of Disguise Self per day, and you get this tattoo that you can just move around your body. There's been some jokes on that with that on movies as far as tattoos moving around, or like beauty marks moving around the body. So that'd be pretty cool to change this pretty frequently with the fluid ink. So I like that one. Masquerade Tattoo is pretty cool. Prosthetic Limb. I believe this one was also in Eberron Rising from the Last War. This item replaces a lost limb, a hand, an arm, a foot, a leg, or a similar body part. While the prosthetic is attached, it functions identically to the part it replaced. You can detach or reattach it as an action, and it can't be removed against your will. It detaches if you die. Ugh, creepy thought. So yeah, just replacing a body part that maybe you had lost. I know I have a player right now who has a prosthetic limb, kind of thematic with his character and also used for other class purposes. This is pretty cool. I like it. I'm glad they added it as just a common item. Pretty easy to come across. So we get our first Spellwrought tattoo. Or two Spellwrought tattoos. They are the last two common items, the Spellwrought cantrip and first level, and as you see, it'll scale down with rarity. Let's take a look at this. So the cantrip version of the Spellwrought tattoo, produced by a special needle, this magic tattoo contains a single cantrip, wrought on your skin by a magic needle. To use the tattoo, you must hold the needle against your skin and speak the command word. The needle turns into ink that becomes the tattoo, which appears on the skin in whatever design you like. Once the tattoo is there, you can cast its spell, requiring no material components. The tattoo glows faintly while you cast the spell and for the spell's duration. Once the spell ends, the tattoo vanishes from your skin. So this is a single one and done. This is like a spell scroll, but as a tattoo for you, and it's of a cantrip. And it's only common, so you're getting a single cantrip. If this permanently gave you a cantrip to use, then yeah, I would think the rarity would be higher, but this is a single use. The spell's saving throw DC is 13, gets a +5 to its attack rolls if it has one, and the spellcasting ability modifier is +3. So it's a really fairly low-level cantrip that does not scale, but it can be used by any class. Single one and done. Very cool. Also, these Spellwrought tattoos for DMs are a great way to hand out rewards or give incentives or stuff like that. Make readily available to your players because it's a once and done. You don't have to worry about balancing issues throughout the length of the campaign. It's something they can use, keep in the back of their mind and bring out an appropriate time, knowing they only have one. I like it. I like them. So the second one here would be the Spellwrought first level. Same thing, but with a first level spell. And first up for our uncommon items, we have the all-purpose tool. Wow. So the all-purpose tool is the first of several here. They're basically Wand of the War Mage was the equivalent in the DM's guide, the original magic items. And it's a booster for a particular class, so a spellcasting class. So this is for the Artificer. Requires attunement by an Artificer only, and it's an uncommon. And this is a pretty good stretch for an uncommon item. I like it. It's great. This simple screwdriver can transform into a variety of tools. As an action, you can touch the item and transform it into any type of artisan's tools of your choice. See the equipment section. Actually, I should have that already bookmarked for other reasons. Okay, so it can turn into any, you can have this turn into any artisan's tools. And in case you're unfamiliar, all the artisan's tools are alchemist supplies, brewer supplies, calligrapher supplies, carpenter's tools, cartographer's tools, cobbler's tools, cook's utensils, glassblower's tools, jeweler's tools, leatherworker's tools, mason's tools, painter's tools, potter's tools, smith's tools, tinker's tools, weaver's tools, and woodcarver's tools. Sorry, the disguise kit and forgery kit and all that stuff isn't in there. Those are an artisan's tools, but yeah, that whole list you have permanent access to while you have this item. Very cool, very cool. And whatever form the tool takes, you are proficient with it. So even if you're not proficient with it as an artificer, because you get a couple tools proficiencies, even if you're not proficient with it, then you automatically are. While holding this tool, you gain a +1 bonus to your spell attack rolls and saving throws for your artificer spells. Nice. Artificers can use that as well. Use the love as their half casters, and need some love for the few spells that they're able to use. As an action, you can focus on the tool to channel your creative forces. Choose a cantrip that you don't know from any class list. For 8 hours, you can cast that cantrip, and it counts as an artificer cantrip for you. Once this property is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn. Here's the balancing right here is you get a cantrip from any class, which is fantastic, but you can only use it once per day. So that's okay. That's a nice little balancing tool right there. I still think this is great for this type of tool, this +1 bonus to attack to all your spell stuff, like Wand of the War Mage. I think this is cool. And most classes, most spellcasting classes will get that. Will get a form of that here. Next up is Amulet of the Devout, which is the Cleric Paladin version, if it ever loads. Cleric Paladin version of the Wand of the War Mage here. This amulet bears the symbol of a deity inlaid with precious stones or metals. While you wear the holy symbol, you gain a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls and saving throws of your spells. And while you wear this amulet, you can use your Channel Divinity feature without expending one of the feature's uses. Once you use this property again, it's basically a once per day. It recharges at dawn. You get a free use of your Channel Divinity, and you get the +1 to your spells. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Some with some Cleric and Paladin subclasses, you get some pretty cool Channel Divinities. Other ones a little lackluster, but hey, you get a free one every day. Next up, we have the Arcane Grimoire, and yes, guess what? It is a wizard version of this. While you're holding this leather-bound book, you can use it as a spellcasting focus for your wizard spells and gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws for those spells for your wizard spells. Keep that in mind. It must be your wizard spells. And that goes for the same with all these. If you have off-class spells, then it will not count towards them. You could use this book as a spell book. In addition, when you use your Arcane Recovery feature, you can increase the number of spell slot levels you regain by 1. Your Arcane Recovery lets you use a short rest to recover spell slot levels, so you get like a number, a mass number, and then you can divvy up whatever spells you want to put towards that number. This adds 1 to that number, so potentially giving you an extra first level spell or adding a level to a higher level spell that you want to gain back as well. Cool. Next up, we have the Barrier Tattoo. If it loads. Produced by a special needle, this magic tattoo depicts protective imagery and uses ink that resembles liquid metal. Very cool. Imagine the Terminator 2 or Terminator, all the liquid versions of that. Very cool. If your attunement to tattoo ends, the tattoo vanishes and the needle reappears in your space. I guess it says that for everyone. So you get one feature here, and it's protection. And basically, it's giving you a natural armor, an okay natural armor. While you aren't wearing armor, the tattoo grants you an armor class of 12 plus your dexterity modifier. And you normally have 10 plus your dex, as everyone gets as a base. This is giving you 2 additional AC, which is the equivalent of studded leather armor. But you don't have to wear armor. Yay. And you can use a shield and still gain this benefit. That's a nice feat. That's a nice add in there, because some types of natural armor or unarmored defense, stuff like that, some of them will specify that you can't use a shield. This, however, allows you to use a shield and still get that benefit. Pretty cool, especially for spellcasters with your with like wizards and sorcerers with rocking your 1d6 per level hit points. So yeah, very nice. And let's see, next up we have the Blood Well Vial. So this is the sorcerer version of the adding here. Let's see here. To attune to this vial, you must place a few drops of your blood into it. The vial can't be opened while your attunement to it lasts. If your attunement to the vial ends, the contained blood turns to ash. You can use the vial as a spellcasting focus for your spells, which isn't noted in some of those. Huh, interesting. While wearing or holding it, and you gain a +1 to your attack rolls and your spell save DCs for your sorcerer spells. In addition, when you roll any hit dice to recover hit points while you're carrying the vial, you regain 5 sorcery points. This property of the vial can't be used again until the next dawn. 5 extra sorcery points per day. That's super great, and especially in early levels. Whenever, you can only max out up to 5 or even less. You can't go over your max, though. I believe it does state in the sorcerer, in the meta magic section of the sorcerer, that you can't go past your cap that they give you. But that's okay. Basically completely filling up your sorcery points early on and adding 5 levels or 5 points of sorcery points at any point in your leveling is great. So fantastic there. And yeah, 15 minutes. I think, let's see how much for, yeah, let's cut it off there. We'll pick up on the with the next video. We'll pick up with the Coiling Grasp tattoo. Pretty cool one, I might add. So we'll start there in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. We're going to hammer through these magic items and magic tattoos, and then we'll see what else we can get into with Tasha's. And then we have later on this year, we're going to have some brand new type of content that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you, putting a lot of time and effort into learning production software to get that stuff off the ground. So thank you very much for joining me. As always, unity is strength. So take care of each other. Stay safe. See you again real soon.